kind of bulging just below the canopy now, and then you start to see bits as the light creaks through from that bulge. You start to see bits where you're going, right, this is so that they've either just previously built them, or they've been here a while, and it's just like guard outposts or places where if there happens to be something, they go, right, bang, we'll hit it.
We should move though, because perhaps the ship crashing spooked them, but we need to move. And based on where I can see the ship coming down, I want to head towards where the best guess is to where Daphne and Nim landed. And I am bellowing. I can't shout in this accent, unfortunately.
No.
It doesn't work. So
Yeah. So as Ralph starts to go, and you hear as you hear the familiar voice of your colleague, Gaz. Just as you're about to start, you hear Gaz's voice reverberating. Yeah.
Head away from Gaz's voice. I think Melgrim was with him, so let's leave them. Let's leave them and that. They're on their own.
I don't give a shit about him.
Give us a wisdom
Hopefully.
saving throw.
You me?
Yeah.
I would not really abandon Gaz.
That's not what I'm rolling for. You do what you want. Do what you want.
That was
do the fuck you want.
It's fair.
I know you've got your issues with him, but he is still on our side for now, at the very least. And Gaz is out there as well. We have to help him.
If I can say if I'll use a necromancy, I will do it in front of his face. But then I'm just gonna just getting towards where I did, and I will continue shouting. I will shout for every like 4 or 5 times I shout now and Daphne, I'll go Gaz, and then like every 27th time I shout, I'll go Melgrim, and then I'll
Yeah.
Melgrim, go the other way, Melgrim.
You start shouting before you start shouting for Melgrim.
As you start to walk away, you see a faint glow in the distance.
I would also be shouting Van, and sorry, Jim, I forgot you were here because of my hatred of Melgrim. And I also care about you.
Funnily enough, you do see a familiar glow of it seems like some sort of kind of I don't want to say holy because that's probably the wrong thing. It's more like of a kind of
radiance.
Radiance, yes, that's a great word, Jim. Welcome to the show, Jim. Sorry about that.
We're in.
I know. We're in. We've yet to introduce you. Which we will come to now. Actually, we discussed this, Jim. Do you want to play a bit of Van in the now, or would you rather leave it on open-ended?
I'll play a bit of Van until his demise.
Okay. Let's do this.
What do you mean by his demise, Jim? What are you talking about?
Spoiler alert.
As you're flung from the ship, you start to see in the distance Gaz and Melgrim going in one direction. You go, oh no, and you start to, and as soon as you hit, unfortunately, you hit the canopy just as the featherfall goes off. Bang! You hit the canopy, it hurts you. You will take, because this is basically a big belly flop. You're a dwarf. You take 2 points of bludgeoning. You start to fall, and then all of a sudden you slow down as you feel some sort of magical aura surround you and start to float you and pull you into the Iron Oak Ocean's canopy as you start to float down. You, however, takes a couple of minutes to go through it. It takes you a wee bit quicker because you've already hit the canopy. So after a minute, you're under, and then it's just dark. You start to see exactly the same description as others. However, it's very sparse, very sparing. It is very, very much very dark. There's less lattice kind of patterns for places to sit. There's, interestingly enough, not a lot of.
I see with dark vision.
Your dark vision will be down to 15 foot now because you've not got light unless you have something that would be able to create light or a spell of such.
I do have green flame blade with my sword.
Yeah, if you want to do that.
I'll do that then.
Yep. So your sword goes off and it lights up. Dun dun dun. As the
Dun,
light
dun,
starts, the
dun.
flame goes off. You start to light. We'll say, for purposes of this point, because we know what's happening or what may or may not be coming.
Yeah.
There's no shame in it. Sometimes just the green flame doesn't spring up.
As you start to float, you see there's no lattice patterns, very little trunks and branches that you're able to grab onto. In fact, it's quite sparse. As you look around, you see between you is maybe 60, 100 feet between trunks. This is a huge gaping maw. It is something that you're looking at and going, shit, I need to you need to swim quick. You start to panic. What do?
I'm going to try and sort of get myself in a position where I'm flying like a skydiver and try and move myself into near enough a trunk or branch and get my sword and try and slow my descent with the sword.
Okay.
Like as if I'm trying to
I
go
get you.
down.
So first off, give us an athletics check just to see if you're able to kind of doggy paddle or swim your way across to the nearest.
Jim is going to go and just out to find out why they're called iron oak trees.
Yeah.
It's not a
Okay.
bad idea.
No, it's a great idea. It's just going to be really funny.
Yeah. Right, so what checks are again?
An athletics check.
Like,
That iron oak, it needs to be. Sorry.
So you're starting to swim. By your reckoning, I think you're also proficient in Arcana, right?
no, yeah, but no, I'm not.
No, you're not. Okay, so you start swimming. You're going, oh god, this is at least I'm floating. And then all of a sudden, click. It's just, oh fuck, as you start to fall at quite a distance. It feels like forever. It does. It gets darker and darker as the green flames start to dissipate and fly and just snuff itself out. You think it's over, and then all of a sudden, just something in the side of you catches you. Just this huge, dark, black, spongy thing just catches you, just pulls you down in towards it. Everything gets darker and black. Make me a wisdom saving throw. Yeah, that's a fail. From that, as you're getting pulled closer to whatever source this thing is, it's just shot out towards you. You start to hear things in your head, the voices, familiar voices. Nim's voice comes into your head. You left me alone, Vannon. How could you do that? And then all of a sudden you hear Gaz's voice. God, why did you leave me alone? We're here. You've left us here to die. You start to hear Melgram's. You hear Daphne's. You hear Ralph's. You hear the bards as well. But you don't really pay much attention to the bard because the bard's a bard.
Yeah.
Whatever. You left me alone. You don't care about the bard.
Be like I'm sorry. And Melgrim comes, screw you, Melgrim.
As soon as you say screw you, Melgrim, a familiar voice comes into your head. It's a voice of one of your family members. It's a cousin. Your cousin. The cousin that was there, the cousin that brought shame upon your family and who was arrested by the very watchers that the Melgrim worked for. Turns and says, "You let me die, Vannon.
He didn't let you die.
You could have saved me." As you start to
tried.
get pulled quicker and quicker into wherever the source of this thing is. And then all of a sudden, just caught, and everything goes black. Daphne.
Just got it. Is this the first and last stream of this session?
Yes.
You're all dying. What's going on here? Welcome to the death of all our characters.
Well, this is an ego trip for the DM. Let's be honest.
Yes, it is.
So, Daphne,
Like Daphne, don't kill her.
you hear the big shout of "Nam" from your colleague. You're not kind of fond of, but Gaz. You recognise it as Gaz.
You're not fond of.
Ah, well, not a lot of people seem to be fond of Gaz for some reason. I think he's okay.
Nim liked him.
Hey,
We're off with
I'm
Leon.
I don't like him.
diplomatic, I'm fine. I think
Okay,
I-
no,
I don't like the pass it on. I thought he was brilliant.
I think Gaz is a stand-up guy.
Yeah.
I'm gonna
Looks good.
scream his name back to him, like, I'm here. And I think I've got a light spell actually.
You do as an Asthma, yeah, you'll have
Would
that.
You
we?
do.
Yeah.
However, that you don't need to cast it because your armor has got that has basically effectively got a glow on it of 20 feet, and it's
Can
kind
I
of a
shoot
radiant
it? You know, like a flare.
armor. Now,
Just throw
That's
a piece.
it's a good idea. Now you do have a weapon that does that. Remember, from the braces on your armor, you could effectively use that as a flare.
Okay. Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Would you like to do that? So, for purposes of the descriptions of the people, for all of a sudden, the Samar will stand up with her radiant, goldish, bronzish armor, pulls aside her cloak to show these bracers, and just scrapes it across. As she pulls it across within her right hand, a small disc with a ball, what seems to be of like radiant white lightning. You now have a ball of radiant white lightning. It gives off a 5-foot glow. Where are you throwing it?
I'm going to throw it in the direction of Gaz's voice. And
Excellent.
fingers crossed I don't hit him.
Make me an investigation check.
Oh,
You're-
shit. I'm sorry.
Make an investigation check to see if you can kind of deduce where it's came from, because the sound is echoing and reverberating around.
I'll show them what I by casting a light.
yes.
Then that
Nat
20s are on
20.
form.
Yes.
Yeah.
No, wait.
Ooh, yeah.
Please don't.
First
do a
stream of the
critical hit on
game.
me.
First stream of the live. We've got 1, 2,
First stream of the game.
We've got like
3,
4 nat 20s or something.
5 nat 20s. That is good, guys. You're doing well. Yeah.
Yeah. And our games.
Use them all up, mate.
Josh
That's them.
usually hate me.
Yeah.
Daphne, you
all
start to panic. You start to realise, I need to find them. And you go, oh God, and then you start to calm, and then you start to hear a voice in the back of your head, a familiar voice, going, "It's okay, my child. Just trust in us, trust in the Lux, and we will never ever leave your side." And all of a sudden, you open your eyes and you just throw it through everything. It misses every branch, every lattice work, every trunk as you see the light coming. Gaz, you see the light coming.
And I don't think
Melgrim, there's a bright light coming
I'm
towards
literally
us.
jumping out of the way. Assuming I'm under attack.
It's not stopping.
15 feet just in front of you, it dissipates. You recognise that. You've seen that weapon used before.
I go straight towards it.
Yeah. Melgrim, you also have seen this weapon used before. You know who that is.
I'll just kind of like get off the ground and be like, oh, wait.
Yeah, you start to head towards it. Sir Janice, Ralph, you also see this light. It's not coming towards you, however, you see a light from the left-hand side going to the right and then dissipate.
Just angled to go to where it was coming from.
Yeah. Okay.
Because that was something I've seen her throw the light before, so it's like, well, it came from that direction. So again, just
So,
Daphne.
Melgrim, Gaz, Ralph, Sir Janice, you have a choice of athletics or acrobatics to walk or run or make your way across the branches of various lattice works.
I will be doing acrobatics, which I'm almost as terrible at as athletics.
I will also do it.
Let me guess, you're going to guide. Yeah, I thought so.
Yeah,
Oh, another nat 20. What the fuck?
I don't even get that
What's
20
the
now.
tonight?
Hey, there's a nat 1 there at least. Thank God.
Oh,
Thank God, someone
The other
gets to die.
What's 7th acrobatics? Jesus.
Yeah.
I was a 15, so
It makes sense. It kind of checks out, and the best acrobatics person here, and he gets a nat 1. Yeah, Melgrim, you're bounding. Even with your short dwarven legs, you actually overtake Gaz at points. However, Gaz is keeping up with you. He's just, oh, no, don't, as Gaz starts.
Oh no, you don't, you prick.
Yeah, you goddamn motherfucker. Smart ass motherfucker. Ralph, again, being a turtle on land, is